I left home when I was 17, 18. I drove from Toronto, Canada to Los Angeles when I was 20. And moved out of my home when I was 18. So the beginning had, I could take care of myself as a teenager. When I moved to the States, I had some family, and I had a lot of rejection. I was very self-motivated. When I was in school, I was taking acting classes at night. I was going to summer stock theater. I was doing community theater. I was enjoying it, but it was a kind of, I don't want to use the word calling. I don't know if it was destiny. It's just what I wanted to do, But and still, still enjoying it and still working, I call it.
I know I'm a pretty simple guy. Ever since I was a young kid, I wanted to act. I started professional acting when I was 15. And I've been really lucky to have the chance to have a career. And I don't know, I just have always tried to keep it simple. When you start out, you just, especially whenever you start out in something, you have hopes and you have dreams. For me, it was just getting the chance to act and I knew I wanted to make movies, and I knew I wanted to go to Hollywood to be in films. I think because I grew up in Canada and Toronto, those were the movies I saw. And I wanted to be telling those stories and to be making those movies. And so, I tried to make my way there, and I got in my car when I was 20 years old, and I drove to Los Angeles, and, I had been working, I got an agent, but I didn't know, you can never know what your life is going to be. And so, I don't know, again, I just kind of feel grateful to be here.
It was kind of surreal. I remember one time I was in Los Angeles on my motorcycle at a stoplight, and this bus came up, and it was like, it was like a big poster for speed. And I was like, who's that guy? What's going on here? But at the same time, it was very exciting. It was cool. And yeah, it changed. It was one of the films that changed my life. Being the publicity, the public side of it, I've gotten more comfortable with as time has gone by. It was something that was always, I remember, even after River's Edge, going to get an ice cream, and the guy was like, and I got my money out, and he was like, it's on me. And I was like, what? And he's like, River's Edge. And I was like, cool, okay man, thanks. Simple lovely things like that from a film touching someone. But I'm okay with that. And I think, I think that's part of the collaboration. There's these things that we have responsibilities. And so we'll make sacrifices, or we'll be attracted to something and we'll make sacrifices to get something. We have to be thoughtful about that. That you can sometimes sacrifice yourself, that you think it's for the good, but maybe there's another way.
How does Keanu Reeves deal with anxiety?
Breathe. Yeah, you gotta breathe. Try to figure out, why are you afraid? What does that mean? And then try to just be and let not what you're afraid of define the present that you hope to be in when you go do what you're afraid of.